And so we found a book, it was just released in December. The quote I was given will include a 6-year online licensure with it as well, which is really, really generous. Typically for the social sciences, we're lucky to get 1 year, a 1-year online license. So to get 6 years in tandem with the text is really nice. Because what happens is a lot of times when those licenses expire, the books will update. We sort of got burned with our AP US ones. After 20 months, they updated the text and changed the preface. So when we needed to purchase additional books to account for more students, they were no longer available. Even on Amazon, they were like $200 used. And they were out of print from the publisher because they were only making available the newer ones. So having the actual hard copy of the text will help us even after the online. The new book we're looking at, Stories of a Nation, is very much scenario-based, which is what we're looking for to prepare our students. We want to continue to explore and reach some of our non-traditional students, explore their interest for non-traditional college paths, really reaching out to those students who may be 2-year, maybe taking that gap year. Just how can our courses support their interests? We want to continue to develop to support our department goal. We're really focusing on civil discourse and measuring students' achievement in that. It kind of aligns very much what we believe our skills and dispositions and our strategic plan are. We're looking to reestablish that communication with the elementary schools. Now that we are both building principals have elected to really kind of focus on the SAT for our building goals. We want to really get a sense of the scope and sequence that the elementary schools are doing for the social sciences so we can gauge where they're coming at with skills. Right now it's a shot in the dark for our 7th grade teachers when they're coming in. Not everyone is on the same scope and sequence, not everyone is covering the same regions, and I really believe that the elementary level teachers do want to know how they can help and support us at the high school and middle school level, specifically the middle school level. So I'm hopeful that, like focus meetings will really bring that in so we can start looking at how we can embed the skills necessary to support students on the SATs and PSATs beginning in grade 8. We're looking at continuing to build the inquiry program at the high school and adding high interest electives. This year we were fortunate enough to get approved for the 21st century citizen, which really focuses on advocacy, which is a big thing and high interest for a lot of our students. So there's those awesome textbooks I'm asking for. I would like to preface that it's been a while since I've asked for textbooks. And continue to purchase diverse instructional resources, documentaries. I'd like to get an APA membership. It does afford us discounts to some of their documentaries and their journals. We've been able to purchase it in the past with the district credit card. They've been pretty cool about taking purchase orders now. So, and the American Sociological Association as well. It just gives us access to so many more resources, already vetted so that we know that they're appropriate for what we need. And this is just the course description for our new course. Part of the reason we need funding for the AP textbook and the access to the materials. Our teacher has been working so hard. There's very little released for the AP government since they changed the exam. So he's spending hours to make 10-question quizzes just because there's no materials available for even the multiple choice style tests. If we get the text, we literally will get so many practice tests, and the kids buy all of the test prep materials, so he can't even use from there to kind of get an accurate assessment of their ability. So it's very, very cumbersome, very time consuming, and it's growing in popularity, the course. And just some highlights, we've added 9 new electives, all of which are still continuing to run in the last 4 years. Kids really enjoy our department, they enjoy our teachers, and our classes are packed. Our AP course enrollment continues to increase, and we continue to offer some of those real-world experiences in our middle school with our inquiry teachers, do so many things to get the kids in the community. justice brings kids to prison. It's a deterrent also. And our teachers are just involved in so many ways and outside of the classroom at the end of the day. So, and one of our instructors is again been asked to be an AP scorer for the second year in a row for the US.
Sorry, no more questions tonight. Have you pursued OER as a possible way to get textbooks? I don't know if they do open educational resources. I'm from higher ed, and so we know we have that same issue with textbooks, and we have a big initiative to go into open education. I just don't know if they have it in the high school.
We have actually, Jerry Deneen, our former media specialist, was able to secure an online text for some sort of supplemental sources last year that the kids could load on either the Chromebooks or the tablets. And it was helpful to some degree, but a lot of the open source stuff is, a lot of it tends to be, in our experience, affiliated with organizations that already have agendas. Like even when we look to buy the Pocket Constitution, it's like we have to be very mindful of the organizations that are offering them, even if it's like they're super cheap, then they're put out by, you know, the local association that we couldn't really purchase from.
But for OER, at least on the college level, these are open textbooks created by professors.
Correct.
So they're coming from
The challenge we have with that is the ones that we're looking in are specifically tailored to the exams. Unfortunately for the AP, the exam styles really support or specific. Like the former open ones were great because like the AP US when I taught it, 80 multiple choice content, you know, a couple of free responses, so anything could go and you could get your materials anywhere. Unfortunately now they've really realigned and redesigned all of the exams, so the books that are out there now really specifically target the skills necessary for students to do that contextual analysis in a way that your traditional just kind of open textbook, it's got a lot of information, but that's what we're trying to not overwhelm our kids who, I mean, there are a lot of our students in our AP Gov, it's an elective, have 4 other AP classes, and if they're trying to vet 50 different documents a night, it's just too much.
I do. I went to parent conferences last week, and I brought my third year student to just get me to the next class every 10 minutes. And the history teacher told her how different AP government is. He said it would be a great class, and it really spoke, like he said how very much it's changed even since her sister, who's in her first year of college, took it. So I think what he said really is totally in line what you haven't supported the need for textbooks.
I mean, the kids work hard, but it's just, well, you know the bureaucracy that is our government. It's gigantic and it's constantly evolving, so the document analysis is just immense.
And the kids do all buy those AP books. They do. So you're right, I think it would be very hard for the teacher, so.
It was,
yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you so much.